Great morning, you guys. Welcome to the official first Triple M Monday Morning Motivation of 2016. The new year is officially here, and so excited to get started together. We've got a great, amazing video to start off the year. This is a guy who not only wrote a best-selling book that's really good, we have it here in the house, called The 10X Rule. Really talks about how your goals and dreams, whatever you thought was going to get you there, sometimes and more often than not, it's going to take more than that because we are under-calculating. So why not overdo? Why not overproduce? Why not get into overaction to ensure that you're going to get your goals? So that's this guy's mindset. To give you a little bit of background, name is Grant Cardone. Really great guy, financially savvy, owns a lot of businesses, also has won a spot on a TV show, I believe, and just a really fiery guy. And what I love about him is he's not just giving you knowledge that he found somewhere in a book. This is a guy that he is financially abundant. He owns multiple businesses, successful businesses. He's worked over $1 million. So he's found it. And remember, money is just a representation of value that he's brought to the marketplace. So he's found a way to bring massive value to the marketplace on a consistent basis. And he's going to be teaching us how we can find success in our own lives. 2016. The year that was your best, the year that everything changed for you, the year that all the hard work manifested into greatness and success. That's going to be this year. So without further ado, welcome my man, Grant Cardone.
He's an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, television personality, and author. He turned down a career in accounting to focus on sales and now teaches others the art of selling. He's the author of 5 books and has hit the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal bestseller lists. He's Grant Cardone, and here are his top 10 rules for success.
Hey, I want to talk to you today about success. Success, duty, obligation, responsibility. If you approach it any other way, which most people are, most people think, well, I'll be successful if the economy works. I'll be successful if something happens. I'll be successful if I win the lottery ticket. Look, you're not going to be successful if you don't demand it. If you literally don't stake a claim to it and say, this is mine, it's in part, you're not going to have it, I promise you. I know. I'm telling you from experience. I spent the first 25 years of my life like a spectator, watching other people get successful and then wondering why I wasn't. Success is your duty. It is your obligation and your responsibility.
Almost 90% of sales managers say they don't have time, you know? And again, it goes back to, look, if you knew it was going to bank you money today, would you make time for it? So they would make time for it because they make time for the things that make them money. If you have a customer, hopefully, if you have a customer and you're working a deal with that customer and you got a hamburger in front of you, hopefully you're going to push the hamburger aside and work that deal because the priority is to make money. In the same conversation, that sales manager does not believe that sales training converts to ROI or money, so he doesn't make the time for it. When you say you don't have time, the truth is you're saying, I'm not making it a priority because I don't think it makes me money.
So look, you want to get your work ethic so high that people actually admire you. I'm going to ask you a question right now. Do people know you because of your unbelievable work ethic? If you can't answer yes to that, man, you're not going to get in that top 10%. You got to get at the top. People have to know you, not because, oh, he's a good salesman. Oh, he's a good this. Oh, he's an artist. Oh, he's a good pianist. Oh, he writes a great, story. No, dude, people need to know you for one major thing first. He works. He produces. The guy's there every day. The guy's pushing and shoving. Because the truth is, no matter how good your ideas are, how good your art is, or how good your skill set is, if you're not working, man, if you're not vibrating at a frequency that people say, my God, how does that guy do all that? If you're not vibrating at that rate, 10x levels, massive action, tremendous work ethic that's just a muscle now, and it's just a discipline in your life, and it's a normal way that other people think is abnormal. Ryan Seacrest, Tom Cruise, Oprah, Steven Spielberg, Donald Trump, still pumping and working as a billionaire. Look, if you're not working at that level, you're not going to make it. Get your work ethic in, man. It's the American way. Work ethic. Check it out.
The biggest struggle, man, was just getting around other people that would say I could do it. I mean, that's the biggest struggle. Just you get around one guy says, yeah, you can do it. And then you talk to him tomorrow and he's like, no, dude, you can't do this shit.
You know, there's so few people telling you to do it. You know what there is a lot of? Save your money, protect yourself, conserve, don't spend, don't take risk. Taking risk is the new way to be risk adverse. So the biggest struggle for me was my family, man. The people closest to me was the biggest struggle. Every time I went out to do another deal, everybody told me, you don't need to do that, man. The only person that was encouraging me was my twin brother, because I would see how he was doing it. Dude, he was making his swings. And so every time I'd get around other people, so I'll tell you a little trick I did. On weekends, I would always go see homes I couldn't afford. That has always inspired me. I would go drive neighborhoods. Literally, I've done this my entire life until I finally got to the point where they wouldn't even let me in the neighborhood. There's neighborhoods.
I'm on a Zoom call right now, but
they won't even let you in the gates.
my phone won't stay.
So the point that Shovita's writing on the board right now is you got fuel in your tank. It wants to be accelerated on, and then you got somebody in the back seat saying, hey, be careful. Nobody likes a backseat driver, okay? So they're sitting there, they're putting mental pressure on the brakes when you're trying to accelerate. The negativity is just negative. And there's no money in it. There's no future in being negative. Where's the solution? You know, I can't do that. We can't do that. That can't happen. This is wrong. That's wrong. Oh my gosh, taxes are too high. Taxes are too... Dude, it's negative. It is negative. It is negative. Look, there's so much abundance and negativity. That by itself tells you why there's no value in it. You got to make a commitment to service. You got to make a commitment to like, hey, I have a target. I know that when we don't achieve targets here in my office, the first thing I ask, regardless, the internet department, if it's my accounting department on collections, or it's my sales department, I'm going to ask a question. What is the target? No target results in no sales. So if you're in parts, if you're in service, look, have a target. Measure that target hourly. If you really want to get results, measure your target every hour to see what did we get in the last 60 minutes. I promise you, do those two simple things. Don't even learn anything about how to sell anybody anything. Have a target, measure it every hour, and I guarantee your sales will come up. Within any company I own, I have 4 and 5 flows in every company. I don't have one flow. I'm not going to depend on one product. Once I get those 4 streams coming in from one company, okay? For instance, at this company, it's an online project called Cardone University. Then there's speaking gigs. Then there's books. Then there's audios. There's MP3s. Those are flows coming in for one company. At some point, I'm like, okay, let's do a second deal. So I'm going to then have a company that runs parallel like a skier, right? I don't want the skis crossing over. I want them to be parallel so that anything that maybe I can't do any longer in this company, maybe I'm going to outsource to a partner and build a second company. Then once these two are skiing along and happy, maybe I'm going to go do a third company out here that I have a passion for that has nothing to do with these first two. That is not diversification. That's multiple strong flows. And when I make a bet on this third company, dude, I want to take it. I want to take all the money from these first 2 flows, and I want to say, hey, if it's a good deal, go all in. If you're not sure, don't put any money in it at all, folks. There's so many mistakes salespeople make. I think you need to get down to like the main ones, but you're not selling the solution. I mean, even before that, though, I would say, Corinne, it's the biggest mistake. People are not excited. They're not alive. They're not showing interest in the cycle, and they lose interest. I was in Barcelona recently, and I was looking at a watch, and the cycle didn't close. I could have bought the watch. I was qualified to buy the watch. I'm the one that walked myself in the shop on my vacation to look at the watch. I knew exactly the watch I was looking for. And when I left, my wife said, what could he have done to close the sale? I said, well, he could have kept life in the cycle. He could have kept the cycle open. So what I mean by that is, look, if you're not interested, if you don't believe the cycle can be closed, it will not close. So the number one mistake I think salespeople, managers, and the store makes is they assume a close can't be had that day. I go into every cycle. Every sales cycle with every prospect, every phone call, no matter how complex the sale is or how simple it is, with the belief that I can sell that product that day, this time, now. Hey, work to your potential, not your quota. If you want to stay really motivated, If you want to answer the question to why people that have already made it keep pushing, it is because they don't operate on quotas. They operate off potential. They're driven to reach their potential. This is also tied to their ethical obligation. They know what they're capable of. Nobody can tell you what you're capable of. You're the only one that knows, okay? So work to your potential, not your quota. Quotas are numbers. Who made them up? Some guy says, okay, your quota is blah, blah, okay? Based on what? How did he come up with that quota? He only picked that quota, that number, because he thinks it's significant or compared to other people maybe in your industry. Look, don't operate on quotas. You want them. Clearly you want them. But you want to be driven to reach your potential, not just some number, some mechanics. Hey, my potential, I know. Nobody else knows it. I know what it is. You know yours. Work to your potential, not just a quota, and I promise you, you will be on fire day and night.
Hey, Grant Cardone, I just want to give you a little encouragement here on Thursday afternoon. This week I have been in Detroit, Buffalo, New York City. I was on my way to Hartford. It got canceled because of some situations. Whoa, I just dropped my bag. Why am I telling you all this, okay? Now, I came to the wrong terminal. I'm going to walk back to 2. I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me. I'm doing this as an encouragement video. When things don't go right, you got to push harder. You got to spend money that you didn't think you were going to spend. Hang in there. Don't quit. Do not quit. Push. Okay? I know how hard it is. I know it's hard. I know there's moments where everybody thinks, oh my God, what am I doing? Just keep pushing. Your family needs you to do it. Your community needs you to do it. God bless America. It definitely needs you to do it. So hang in there. Keep pushing. When you think about quitting, just understand that everybody you compete with is having the very same thought. Last man standing, baby. Man or woman.
Thank you so much for watching. I made this video because Chris...
Woo! All right, amazing, amazing video. I really like watching these successful people share their successes and what they think is successful. And I really like these videos in specific because the guy actually does multiple videos of people who are successful, and they just give you like 10 tips. So I'm going to go ahead and share my takeaways. And some of the things that I got from this is I really like the beginning portion and the way that he opened up, and he talked about how success is your duty and your obligation. You know, there's been times in the past where I used to blame, I remember my mom or like people or just circumstances as to why I wasn't getting the things that I wanted out of life. You know, and I would blame everything else. I would blame everything outside of myself, but not realizing that it was my duty and my responsibility to go after the things that I wanted, you know. And then once I came to that realization, that's when life began to change for me, because then I took complete ownership of my life and realized that I was a creator of my life. So that for me was absolutely powerful. So I really, really like that. And then I loved how you talked about how I don't have time means that you're just not making certain things a priority. You know, whether it be working out, whether it be working your Herbalife business, whether it be studying, whether it be your job, like whatever that thing is for you, like catch yourself whenever you say, I don't have time. We all have time. If there's anything that was given like to anyone, is that we all have the same hours in a day and the same amount of time throughout the year. So I don't have time is just an excuse that we set ourselves up for in order for us to fail, because we're not making the things that we want or whatever it may be a priority. So if one of the things that you would like to do is to lose weight or to whatever it is for you, like make it a priority. And once you start doing those things, that you'll find that you will make the time, whether it's getting up earlier, staying up late, whatever that is for you. And another takeaway that I took from, I'm going to go ahead and go to the last portion of it. And I really liked how he talked and he said, work to your potential, not your quota. And I thought that was super powerful. It's amazing to go after numbers and to set numbers as a target, because he did talk about setting targets, which is a goal. But don't just go after the target and go after the goal. Like, work to your max potential. Like, only you know what that potential is. And for me, also in the past, I know I've let my potential slip away from me, where I let it be dormant because of what my mind may be telling me. Oh, I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll do it tomorrow. Those types of things. But if you were to actually take all of what's inside of you and like work your potential off like crazy, like the results that you'll get will be absolutely astonishing, because he said once you're working off of your potential, you will be on fire. And when you're on fire, people will notice that, and people will start to reach out and to want what you have, because you're using all of the life force that is within you. And then last but not least, I liked how he talked about whatever it is, don't quit. Keep going. You're not the only person in this in world that has ever had a thought of quitting. But those who stay in the game will be rewarded. So always keep that in mind, that everybody has had the thought of quitting. Every single person, but it's the ones that don't quit and that keep going and keep going and keep going after failure. Like, keep failing forward. And if you can do that, you'll have everything that you want in life. So thank you guys. And I'm going to pass it over to Aubrey to go ahead and share some of his takeaways.
Awesome stuff. Great stuff. Love it. Great video. Some of my takeaways were, number one, I love the guy's energy. He leads from the front with just being in action. Definitely love the success is your duty. Like, some people look at success like, oh, that'd be cool. I remember back in the day, I used to look at success like, that'd be cool if it happened to me. Like, being a millionaire, that'd be kind of cool. And kind of like if it fell out of the sky. That'd be cool if I was successful at this or that. And then one day I was like, hey, it's not going to just happen to me. I've got to make it happen. I've got to intentionally start to create a plan to bring success to me and start treating it like it's my duty, responsibility, which it is. Because success is just you reaching your maximum potential in this lifetime. That's what your success. Some people are successful as a mom. Some people are successful as business owners. Some people are successful as philanthropists, giving back to the community. Success just means doing the mission you were put here to do. And I believe everybody has a mission. I don't think we were just here to, breathe air, watch TV, and eat McDonald's and go and then finish life. That's not what we're here for. So success is you fulfilling your mission of contribution, of growing to your best. So I really like looking at it like that. He said, work hard. I love the balance of working hard and working smart. It's not just about one or the other, but it's about both of them maxed out. Always work smart. Don't just do. But never think that only thinking and not acting is enough. You need the combination of both. Just like with your results. You need to work out and you need to use your Herbalife program. You need the combination of both in good balance. Work hard. Work like crazy. I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger say it and it really resonated with me. Never fail because you weren't willing to work hard enough. There's one thing to fail because the plan didn't work or because things outside of your control didn't make it happen. But if you fail because you didn't work hard enough, that's on you. Never be the person that fails because they didn't work hard enough. Always be able to say at the end, like he said, you're that person that worked hard. When people see you, when people get to know you, when people are around you, they know you as that person that works hard, that has that work ethic. Be that person. Don't be negative. He said there's an abundance of negativity. That's how you know how not worth it is. It's not very worth a lot, or it's not very precious because there's so much of it. So just like anything else in the world, why is gold worth so much? It's because there's not a lot of it. Why is sterling silver in your cabinet right now and it's not that expensive? Because it's a lot of it. So think about it. How much negativity versus positivity is there in the world? There's a lot of negativity. That means it's overflowing. That means it's not worth a lot. So don't spend a lot of time with it. Think about it. Would you want more gold or sterling silver in your home, in your life, in your jewelry? So spend time with things that are more precious. I really like that. And don't depend on one product. I love that. With Herbalife, we have over 200 products. So it's always something you can help people with. as you get active, there's always different ways to get active. There's walking, there's yoga, there's weights, there's calisthenics, there's HIIT training. So always be able to diversify what you do, the services you provide, the impact and the contribution that you are. So great stuff today. Grant Cardone really brought it. Amazing, amazing one for the first one of the year. We're going to get a couple shares from the call-in line just to hear some reflections you guys got. If you guys got a share you want to give, just raise your hand. Who's there that wants to give a share? I think my girl Abby wants to give a share. Let's get it, Abby. What was your biggest takeaway? Give us one takeaway you got.
All right. Well, basically, one takeaway I got is it wasn't much of what he said. It was more of like actually sitting down and taking the time to actually hear you guys out and hearing him out. So that was a big challenge for me because right now I could have been like probably watching TV. I just woke up. That's what I usually do, watch TV. So, I mean, this is basically what kind of broke that comfort zone. It's communicating here with other people and hearing more motivation speeches from you guys and from him.
There you go. Great. That's a great start to the year. Love it. There you go. Awesome. Let's get it, Abby. Next level. Let's hear from my man, Jay Stevens. Jay, what's
going on? Kind of connected to kind of what you said, but when he was talking about more than one product, like he was talking about parallel businesses, like creating opportunities, like more than one opportunity that both work toward the same goal. Like Herbalife, basically, like we get retail, we get royalty overrides, we get tab team bonuses, so we're getting paid like 6 or 7 different ways for really doing the same thing. Yeah. And so if we can create events and even a lifestyle where we're doing more than one thing, but it's all focused toward the same goal. You know what I mean? Like you're building relationships when you're jogging with other people, but at the same time, you have the opportunity to expose people to Herbalife. So it's parallel businesses, but also just kind of like a parallel lifestyle where you're doing the same thing, but working multiple, streams is really what I got out of when he said that. So I'm going to work on that.
Awesome. Powerful stuff. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Great work. All right, let's get Lizette. Lizette, what's up? What was your biggest takeaway? Just give us one.
My biggest one was non-negativity.
Okay, there you go.
That's what I got.
There you go. That's and how are you going to incorporate that into your life? Like, what does that look like? Is it less TV? Is it, is it more reading? Is it more Triple M? What is it that is how does that manifest for you?
More Triple M.
Okay. I like that. That's a good one. Good job. Great job, Lizette. Great work. All right, you guys. So great work today, everybody. Amazing shares. Great video. Great way to start out the year 2016. We're going to upload this to YouTube and then share it to Facebook. Definitely pay it forward. Repost the video with your biggest takeaways. Invite other people here to Triple M next Monday and every Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you guys ever come across a video that you think would really benefit the group, we're all learning together. Remember, we're learning too. I look forward to Triple M every single week because I get to learn from the video. I get to learn from your shares. Roxy gets to do the same thing. So definitely we're in this together. I wish you guys an amazing 2016. Like, it's a brand new year, fresh slate. All you ever have is now. You don't have the past. That's the prison of the past is your memories. You don't have the future. That's his anxiety about what could or what couldn't happen. All you'll ever have is right now. So anytime your mind goes in either direction that's not right here, always bring it back like a rubber band. Say, I got right now. We're starting brand new. And whatever happened in 2015 doesn't matter. You can take advantage maximally, your maximum potential right now. 2016. Super excited. We've got the 90 days of 100% challenge that just started today. It's going to be open for 3 months, 90 days to get in the best shape of your life. We already took our before picture. If you haven't joined, definitely join. If you want more information, talk to your coach. Super easy to join. And I'm excited as everybody takes their physical results to the next level the first quarter year. Mind and spirit always follow. All three are connected. So thank you guys so much from Aubrey and Roxy. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Let's go.
Peace.